10 years of grind and 10 years of glory. It's hard to describe it all in one short clip of everything that has happened since I started Viewfinder's identity search and design, as well as just starting everything from it. Long before the actual website itself, it was, it was just me trying to do what I can to get out there, to get my name out there, especially everything what I went through, because I didn't have a straight A to D type of experience with college and everything. I had to step out of the way from college. I had to drop out, after my mom passed away. It was pretty much hard to figure out things like finances and all that stuff, and trying to get student loans, trying to avoid student loans, to be honest, and just trying to get back on my feet, because I knew more than anything I wanted to get back, and I didn't have really anybody to rely on or depend on to get help from. Sadly, my father just wasn't there to help me out with stuff like that, and when he had the chance to, that was his choice. And from that point on, I just decided, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done on my own. I'm going to get this done somehow, some way. I'm going to prove that I was everything that I was when I was in school, and continue to persevere from that. And I can honestly say that I've done that and still doing that to this day. While I winded up stepping away from college for a bit, I didn't want to give up on the idea of going to college and, pursuing my ambition to become a designer and artist and stuff like that in the industry. And it was hard, because especially being a black man is really, really hard to get out there. And I decided to, work in the real world for a bit, and then, work from retail, and then I decided I wanted to work corporate. So I went and, worked for corporate for over 10 years, and, didn't really get me much anywhere. Again, being a black man in the corporate world, it's really hard to really climb, that mountain there. And it was barely any opportunities to afford upward mobility in that environment. So while I was doing that, I started Viewfinder's identity search and design, because I still wanted to, work doing what I did, but also I went back to school finally and was able to do that. And while I was working, 9 to 5 there, and also working my side business, and, I managed to graduate with honors, and get out there and really take it seriously the second time around. The journey that I've gone through over the last 10 years since I started the website, it's been very interesting. It's not perfect by any stretch, and to anybody, I can tell you, if anybody tells you that they had a perfect road to their success of their business, they're lying. Because you have to go through these things, and everybody goes through these things, whether it be, bad clientele, whether it be, bumps in the road, such, stuff like that. You're gonna go through it. You gotta go through it. And because it is inevitable for you to go through it, you have to embrace it. If you know that it's coming, there's no point in avoiding it. It's only just take the other approach, and I've taken the other approach of just embracing it. Because of that, the results kind of changed, and the results are great. I've had some great opportunities in my life. Like I said, not all perfect. Even the bad ones I learned from. I've had some great clients along the way. I had some clients I didn't even dream of having, and people I had the opportunity of meeting. I've also had some really bad clients, and some shady clients, and some clients that has that's possibly done some unethical things to get what they want from me. And it is the nature of the business, unfortunately, but you learn from them, and it hardens you for the better. Everybody has dreams, everybody has hopes, and I'm here to provide that hope and dream through my vision. And when that happens, it doesn't always meet with success, and that's due to the fact of sometimes the people that I work with, the clients that I work with, don't have exact plan of action to do so, and therefore their dreams kind of falter a bit. Some of them don't give up, some of them get back on their feet, other ones just gotta hit with reality, thinking, oh, I just didn't realize how much work went into all of this. I just seen the success of everybody, and all of a sudden, I can do this. No, you can do this, but you have to put in the work. The grind before the glory, people. Getting to do some really incredible things in my life has just been awesome. From creative directing and being creative director of, big events, becoming a moderator for one of the biggest companies out there. It's just been a great experience. I gotta say, I love my journey. My journey has been nothing short of spectacular, if not be it perfect. But I would never take it back. I love designing for people. I love designing for myself. I love creating content. I absolutely love seeing people's dreams come true and seeing their visions come to reality. A lot of times when I, design a logo for somebody, they can see more of what they imagined themselves from it. And that to me means a lot. With great planning comes great prosperity. And because of that, I'm proof of this, that, these things happen. Not only just from doing that, but also creating my own brand as well, and brands for that matter, to show people that if you put in the work, if you put in the planning, things do happen. And if you have the patience for it, it will happen. You just gotta have hope. And this is the thing, a lot of people in my community is still struggling with that ideology of belief, that belief that you can do something, and I lived in a society throughout my entire life, especially in my teen years, where people didn't exactly believe that we can be anything other than these statistical, stereotypical things that we've been doing throughout our time. I don't like basketball. I like hip hop, but I don't want to be a hip hop artist. I was born an artist. I was born to design, and that's what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to make people believe that you can, and whether they want to believe it or not. The other bad part is that a lot of people tend to resent success from people from my community, people within my community, I should say, and that's not the attitude I want them to have. That's not the understanding I want them to have. I want them to know that if I can do it, and if I can put in the effort, and if I can put in the will and way, you can do it too. Because aside from me having this ability to design and draw and understand perspective, and even though I was born with that, even I had to fine tune that as well. And I had to learn from other people. At the end of the day, I'm just like you. I'm just as normal as everybody else can be. I just have a passion. I have a passion and I have a plan. And that plan has, just done good for me over the years. So if I could say anything for the 10 years that I've been doing this, I could say believe and have the will to believe. And getting opportunities to work for doing things like podcasting, doing my show and everything that I created. And that was the one thing, creating this podcast really helped to prove that you can do something and make it special and make it mean something. And that's what I did. For 6 years I've been working on this podcast, and it has led to so many great opportunities that I was granted and afforded. Opportunities that I would never have been afforded before had I decided to settle with my life and just live the normal life, thinking that I would never be able to achieve what I aspire to. My wife as well, she was able to do a lot of things with her life as well. She took on her own business and aspired from that, and she hasn't worked in her normal job since, and I couldn't be more proud of her. So 10 years, what is that? What is 10 years? It's a sacrifice, it's a risk, it's a determination, it's a belief. It is Viewfinder's Identity Search and Design, and it is Dax J. Martin Chiefs. I can tell you that. And all I gotta say to anybody looking for the opportunity, I am here to make your vision a reality. I will always continue to do so. I will continue to make my vision a reality, as well as anybody around me. The proof is in everything that I've provided. So, thank everybody who's ever worked with me, ever supported me, and it's not many, trust me. For those out there who really believed in the vision that I had, and my wife, who most of all, who helped me get through a lot of this, and we worked together to make ourselves in the way in the positions that we are now. And I can't thank her enough. I can't thank all of you enough. It's just been an awesome road, and I will, for as long as I can, I will continue this road. Thank you all. I wish you all the best. Thank you for all the years, and I look forward to even more. So, as always, all I gotta say is learn to let go, live life, and love all things. Thank you all.